In today's story, we're going to be going over another childhood scary and unusual story, but this one is really terrifying. I seen some type of creature in the bushes of my neighbor's house. You guys are not going to want to miss this one. I hope you guys would like to share the video, like, and subscribe if you haven't already, and definitely feel free to enjoy and sit back and relax. When I was a kid, I loved going to the park, my local park specifically. When I was a kid, it was around midday in the summertime. I was around 10, 11 years old at this time. I had a really big group of friends. I'd hang out with everyone around town. We'd have a good time. And this particular time in the summer, I was walking down the street, heading to the park, and I go down there and I meet my friends. So we're all enjoying ourselves, kind of swinging, doing some parkour, playing bikes and scooters. And I said, hey, guys, I have to head home. I'm going to get some lunch. I'll be back in a little bit. So I head down the street. I keep going down the street. I cross the street. I go down, this one long street down to the park. It's only a few blocks away. So as I get down there and get towards my house, I go in my house, I have lunch, I'm having a good time talking to my parents. I head back out and I'm going down the street yet again towards the park, okay? Really eerie, right? At this point it is. So I'm looking off to my right, a few houses down and another block over. It's a more dark area. It's kind of spooky in there, right? I wasn't really sure what was going on. I wasn't really sure what I was feeling at that time. I just felt something ominous. Something was like following me or watching me. And I look over to the right on the side of this house on the right side. There is this black creature. It's crawling on all fours. It's not a bear. It's not a baby. It's not anything like that. It is specifically a creature. I didn't know what it was, but it was pure black. I mean, everything about it was black. It had no shadows, nothing. And I'm like, oh great, what is this? And mind you, this is before I saw the skinwalkers in my window. By the way, links to those videos in the description. You guys are not going to want to miss that one. And it's just terrifying. It's so spooky. I sent chills right up my body. I saw this like baby skinwalker, which made no sense. It made no sense because I'm pretty sure, and most other people believe that doesn't exist. But maybe I was the first one to experience that. And I didn't know at that point if what I was seeing was real or not, kind of like in my other childhood stories. But I had this sense that it was there, and it really was a skinwalker. And it gave me such a disturbing vibe. And I thought, another thing I was thinking was, is this a skunk? Is this a black cat? What is this? Is this a squirrel or something? Some rare, mutated or abominable squirrel. I didn't know. So I run back towards my house because this thing is in the bush at this point, making like this like cove or something. I didn't know what it was doing, but I wanted to be nowhere near it, nor did I want to experience that at all. I really didn't, and I'm sure my friends wouldn't have wanted to either. So I go back to the house, I grab my scooter because I'm like, if I see this thing again, I want to be able to get away from it faster than if I was just on foot, and I'm certainly going to avoid that street. So what I end up doing is get my scooter. I don't tell anyone about it at the moment because I'm just kind of taking it all in and really analyzing my situation. So I go down my street again. I make a left before that street, so I don't have to go down and possibly experience that again. So I'm going down, I make a right on the other street, and I come back around and I go up to the park. I tell my friends about it. They're like, no way, that didn't happen, man. No way. There's no way you've seen something like that. I'm like, I did, I swear to God. So I bring a couple of them back with me in this area, and we look, and there's nothing there. Unfortunately, they didn't get to see what I did. And some people might say, oh, well, fortunately, thank God they didn't have to see that, because no one would want to see that. What was it doing? Was there a portal under that bush that it was actually going into? Who knows? I didn't know. You don't know what this thing actually might be doing there. You don't know if it's some type of experiment or project. As crazy as it sounds, I understand that. But I had no clue. I was at loss for words as a kid on what this thing actually was. So I continued to go back to the park and play with my friends. However, that night, I come back to my house. We go inside, especially me and my friends. We play little board games, and then they get sent home. I go up to bed, and my room is on the left side of the upper house. And I go in there, and something's just very eerie. Something feels chilling again. It's like this thing was nearby. And I go to get ready for bed. I take a shower and all that. I look out my window, and I see this thing in the backyard behind my pool moving around. It's there again. This black baby skinwalker was moving around behind the pool near another bush. It's like there's some connection to bushes and these creatures. Maybe the roots are kind of like a portal entrance to another realm or something, you know, a fifth dimension. I have no idea, but this was certainly a very interesting and intriguing experience I had that I went on to tell people. You know, it wasn't as impactful as the devil I seen behind my desk, right? That was horrible. You know, just thinking about it, you know, getting the courage to even mention that thing again. By the way, link to those videos will be in the description as well. You guys will want to check out my other content for sure. I have tons of these childhood stories that I'm going to continue to release over time. And then I'm going to move on to my teenage adult years. You guys are not going to want to miss that. However, at the end, I will say, when I was going to bed that night, I kept an eye on watch out that window to make sure that thing wasn't coming near me or there was some large entity around it. Because at that point, I didn't experience the skinwalkers yet. I just experienced this black thing, this little thing, and I wasn't really sure what it was. But at this point, I did fall asleep, thankfully, but I didn't get great sleep. I woke up the next morning, and of course, it wasn't there. And I luckily was able to start my day and continue to enjoy the summer. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you have a great night and a great day. And if you haven't subscribed already, definitely give it a shot. Give me a shot at my channel. I will be uploading every Wednesday and Friday full videos and a new short series every weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed again. Have a great night, great day, and adios.